Tesla issues a recall, more on the union shenanigans at Fremont, Tesla makes progress with German employee relations, and the Tesla app gets smarter. Here are your Tesla tidbits for April 21st, 2017. Today's show starts with Electrek reporting that Tesla has initiated a voluntary recall of 53,000 Model S and Model X vehicles produced between February and October in 2016. Tesla has identified an issue with a part in its parking brakes installed during that period. While it believes very few of those brakes are actually at risk, erring on the side of caution, they recalled the entire batch of vehicles containing the part. An email went out to owners today saying, quote, Tesla recently discovered a potential manufacturing issue with electric parking brakes installed on certain Model S and Model X vehicles that could prevent the parking brake from releasing. We don't believe this issue could ever lead to a safety concern for our customers, and we've not seen a single accident or injury relating to it. However, in order to be overly cautious, we are going to be proactively replacing these parts to ensure that no issues arise, end quote. A small gear manufactured by third-party supplier Brembo may have been improperly manufactured in less than 5% of the recalled vehicles. There's no safety danger since this relates to the parking brake, and the fail state is a stuck car, not a free-rolling one. Tesla states there have been, quote, no reports of the parking brake system failing to hold a parked vehicle or failing to stop a vehicle in an emergency as a result of this condition, end quote. The labor issues at Fremont continue to simmer as Teslarati reports that a complaint has been filed with the National Labor Relations Board. The allegations against the company are as follows. Number 1, changes in terms and conditions of employment. 2, coercive actions, surveillance, etc. And 3, coercive rules. Recent incidents may be attributable to the allegations. First and foremost has been Tesla's confidentiality policy, which has been at the forefront of UAW complaints, and I'd assume is at the root of the first complaint about changing terms and conditions of employment. Next up, some workers attempted to distribute flyers at the factory during shift change regarding unionization efforts. Tesla put a halt to the practice and stating a new policy that workers, quote, were not allowed to pass out any literature unless it was pre-approved by the employer, end quote. It's unclear if the second allegation that mentions surveillance truly means that a surveillance issue is at hand, or if this is just an example of one of many potential coercive actions. In any case, I'm currently unaware of any allegations related to surveillance against the company. The NRLB will get information from all involved and make a ruling at a later time. Keep subscribed, and I'll keep you up to date on the latest in the case. Speaking of labor strife, Electrek reports that Tesla has made some positive progress with its employees at Tesla Advanced Automation Germany. Electrek has found that Elon personally got involved in the situation, holding a Q&A with the unit last week and sending a letter to employees this week with an updated offer from Tesla. The employees were looking for a €400 bump in pay per month, but apparently the most important thing they were looking for was job security after Tesla cut ties with external contracts the unit previously had. The original offer from Tesla on the compensation front was a €150 per month increase alongside stock options. In the letter from Elon, he sweetened the deal, adding in a one-time €1,000 bonus for all employees, as well as €10,000 of Tesla shares that vest over 4 years. On the job security side, Elon said, quote, I would like to assure everyone at Tesla Grohmann that we will not reduce our workforce or make redundancies for the foreseeable future, and absolutely not for the next 5 years. Even after these 5 years, we expect further growth at Tesla Grohmann and no staff reduction, end quote. Electrek has reports that the letter was received well among workers at the factory. Electrek also learned that the unit has been working on 2 production lines for Model 3's inverter, which are due to ship shortly and are crucial to the build of the Model 3. All this notwithstanding, Tesla believes that even if a strike were to occur, it would not harm the Model 3 timeline. The facility is not entirely a union facility, as rules in Germany work a bit differently on this front, and individuals can decide whether or not to participate in the union, meaning that the shipment could go on without much disruption. Lastly tonight, Electrek also reports that the Tesla app has received an update, allowing you to view stats on your home. If you're lucky enough to have Tesla Solar and or a Powerwall 2, you can see power flow readouts from the systems. The app even gives the ability to manually override the automatic system by telling Powerwall to store power at a time it normally wouldn't. Electrek's example is for when there's stormy weather forecasted. You might want to ensure the Powerwall is topped up to give you the most runtime in the event of a power outage. This is the first high-profile combination of Tesla and the former Solar City, and it's a pretty good combo indeed. You can find links to today's full stories in the show description. This show operates on a value-for-value model. If you get some value out of what I do each day, please consider supporting me at patreon.com/Tesla Tidbits. Many thanks to super patrons John Waltauer, Drew Schuyler, Cookie UK, and John Waller for supporting the show at the $10 plus level. If you have nothing extra to spare, no worries. Feel free to support the show with your positive feedback and subscriptions on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, and other services across the internet. Lastly, if you're in the market for a Tesla, you can get yourself $1,000 off while supporting the show and super patron Drew Schuyler by using the referral link ts.la/Andrew1233. That's all for today. If you have feedback for me, the best way to be heard is to tweet at Tesla Tidbits. I'll see you all back here again next week. Until then, keep it charged and hit the road.